There we go. Welcome, everyone. We are live. Welcome back to the stream. Today is Friday, which means it's the weekend. Hopefully, you have some good stuff planned for the weekend. I don't know. For me, I do have some exciting things happening, mostly business-wise, I guess you could say. So welcome back to the stream. This is the Let's Build a $1 million business stream. We're trying to figure out, how the hell we're going to build a business that generates $1 million in revenue. And also, not even just any business, just a business that you're actually proud of, right? And that actually provides good value out there to the world. The reason why I say this, I just want to talk real quick. There was a video I saw the other day. So I'm just looking at, web design companies and stuff like that and just kind of seeing what's out there and what people are doing. And there's one person, totally amazing. I'm always going to applaud entrepreneurs and people that put themselves out there and do really good work. And it was a video about somebody who was making, quite a lot of money making websites for people and really niching down. Very, very specific. Like I was talking about before, it's like, I make this specifically for dentists or whatever. And making making a killing. I think it was like $250,000 a year or whatever. But what he was doing was using tools like Fiverr and just like these places where, he'd get the customers, get the clients, do the sales. And then from there, hire, people at just dirt cheap prices, right? On Fiverr, you can get somebody to design you a website for $50, $100, or whatever the case may be. He'd still have the whole process in place to say hey, this is what I want. These are kind of the criteria for the website. But because it was a standard, like a dentist practice, then the blueprint is just right there. Everything needs to be pretty much the same except for the design. And that was basically it. Get someone to do the design, get someone else to do the development, and then you just work on the sales and just basically have a project manager and then just make a ton of money. Just get a bunch of people in there. And then the sites would be more of those sites that you see that are more, like Six Packs abs or something like that, where it's like, hey, do you want this? And then you just scroll through testimonials and it's like, buy now, kind of like those one-page salesy kinds of websites. And again, fantastic for somebody to do that. If people are going to pay you money, then that's great. And I'm like, well, obviously I could do that and then skip the whole fact of hiring out other people, or I could just hire out, people as well too, to make designs for $50, whatever. But it's the type of work that I want to do and the type of quality that I want to give people and the value that I want to provide. It's not that type of business. It's not just just get something, I'll just get the money and they get a website and then that's it. I mean, if the customer's happy, that's great. But for me, the quality, the work that I want to do is I just want to go way more above and beyond what people would expect and what people should get from a website, because I want something that is not just going to do the job, but it's going to really help somebody elevate their business, right? So is that my downfall? Is that going to be a problem? I don't know. That's my mindset though of how I want to do business. It's not just about getting a product to a customer and then that's it. It's about getting into business relationships with people and helping them do the best work that they possibly can. So, and it's not just about me getting money and getting work done as cheaply as possible. Because when I hire on my first person, which is probably going to be a designer to help me actually design the websites, I want to pay them a really good salary, right? I'm not $50 per design, even $1,000 or whatever. Well, $1,000 might get more realistic to a price, depending on how long it takes them to do. But you know what I mean? I want to have them a good salary, getting close to 6 figures or something like that, to bring people on board. So anyways, it was just very interesting to see a lot of people doing different ways of doing business. And it's quite neat. But it also gives me pause because I don't know what the pricing was for this guy's business. But if they're pricing, for example, $10,000 for a website, that they're just hiring these people out to do a job as quickly as possible, and then I'm charging $10,000 for me putting forth a whole lot of time and effort into really tailoring this specifically for someone's business. It makes you think a little bit about pricing. But also, again, every time I do a website too, and if it's a different type of field and different type of like niche, then there is extra work that goes into that. So there is really something to be said for niching down. Anyways, even if the work that I want to do is highly customized, highly specific, and just really high quality, there would still be some processes that could be simplified if I was really, really niche at what I was doing. So anyway, it's just a little bit of a discussion, a little bit of a thought of where I could potentially go. I mean, it could be something where, I don't know if it could even be like a little bit of a test, like where I could test this out, where I could create like a one-page site for like websites that we build websites, and do it super, super specific for like, hey, we make websites for dentists. You want to increase your dentist performance, blah, 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 bookings, blah, blah, whatever the case may be. And then have an automated process to do the bookings or what have you, and then get the clients. I mean, how cool would that be? I guess. I don't know. How cool would that be? Again, then what kind of work am I doing? I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe it gets me thinking again too of like, what is it that I want to do, and what is it that I would love to end up like what Pixel could end up being. And I think I definitely do. I would like to move away from the service-based to the product-based, like absolutely 100%, because service-based is always based on always having to get a new person, right? Always having to get a new client. But if it's product-based, it's just like you're just selling products. And if people are paying you a monthly fee, a yearly fee, or just a one-time fee, whatever the case may be, where you have some physical good that you're selling, then that's super, super awesome. And how can I do that? And it got me thinking too, I did this quite a while back about components. So there's building components, and then there's also teaching people how to do web design as well too, which I think is a big thing. And I think with that being said, I think there's two things that I want to do. I really need to reach out to like the local chamber of commerce and all that kind of stuff to see if I can get into teaching, which would be phenomenal. Or maybe I can just put something together. Doesn't even have to be through the chamber of commerce. It could just be through something that I just want to do. Just meet people somewhere. I don't know, anywhere. So I want to get into teaching. And just to see, like, I mean, I've taught before, like at the university, but being able to teach live to people, I think would be really fun as well too. So where was going? That was one thing. What was the other thing? I can't remember. I totally can't remember now. Right. So what do we want to do today? So as the title of the video says, I do want to talk about videos that I can create to help market Pixel. And that, of course, is targeting people that are wanting to learn or create a website because they might want to do it themselves or what have you. And it's also kind of interesting in that I'm thinking about what my clientele is going to be and how much they're going to be willing to spend. And a lot of new people that are just having their first website or what have you are not going to be willing to spend, 25K plus on a website, right? So that's something to consider as well too in terms of marketing, but it will help me get myself out there in terms of being an expert, right? So word travels around, right? So it's a long game casting like a wide net, I think, with this type of marketing. Okay, so I'm just going to open up some files here. I think I have video content ideas. No, that's not what I want. Okay, let me share this here. And let me throw on a little bit of music. And actually, I think it's, let me, it's Google Trends that I want to look at. Let's go real, interest over time. So past, let's say past 5 years. Okay. Rather consistent. Let's try something very specific. Oh, it doesn't have enough data to show. Interesting. Web design company. Okay, nothing trendy there that I can see. How to make a website. Interesting. So this has gone up consistently, it looks like to me. Sitting in between 50 over the past, since what is this, 2022? Sitting consistently here between 50 and 75. And then before it was between 20 and 50. So definitely more people searching how to make a website. So, I mean, a little bit of a proof there in terms of, you know, it's still something that people are wanting to do. Something went wrong. What went wrong? That's annoying. How to make... Is it just that term? Very popular in Nigeria and Zambia. Interesting. Okay, this is just not stuff I'm interested in. So, let's go worldwide. Web design companies. Local web designers. You know, I'm not even, I rarely use this tool, and I know I'm not the best at using this tool at all. In fact, let's see if I can, how to use Google Trends effectively. Okay, is there like an actual Google person? That's 2 years ago. This is not an update. This is 2 years ago. You can't just put that in the title. Okay. Let's see what we can learn here.
Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over 10 different things that you can do with Google Trends. It's going to be my Google Trends tutorial, so you can learn basically everything you need to know about this tool. It's not a massive tool and it's not difficult to learn, so let's get started with Google Trends, and we'll start with number one. So the main thing you do in Google Trends is you enter a search term or a topic. So you're going to see right here, enter a search term or a topic. This is the main part of Google Trends. So let's just say, for example, I'm interested in what's trending around cars, so I'm just going to enter cars here. So what you're going to see is cars as a search term, radio-controlled car as a topic, cars as a film, Carson as a topic. So you're going to see different things here depending on what you enter. So you can see here, there's no actual topic coming up for cars. So maybe I go to SUV. So let's search SUV, search term. They have water, a drink. So sport, utility vehicle, vehicle classification. Now, one of the things you're going to see is when you enter certain keywords like SUV, you're going to see something like this where there's a topic and there's a search term. So you're going to see it with something like, for example, if I do NFL. So NFL, they have search term and then they have a league. So this is the topic. So you're better off using the actual topic itself. There's certain keywords you enter, you're going to see all sorts of different things come up. But if you have something here like NFL league, that's going to be better to use than the NFL search term. Okay, so since Thanksgiving's this week, why don't we just do a quick search for Thanksgiving, and we can do Thanksgiving and we'll do the holiday. So when you do that, basically what's happening with Google Trends is Google is looking at all of their different search engines. So web search, image search, news search, Google Shopping, YouTube search. And for each of these search engines, as we scroll down here, they're taking into account the total interest by subregion. So basically the highest level of interest of Thanksgiving has happened in Texas in the United States. Now I'm going to go through all these different filters as we go through our Google Trends tutorial. But as we scroll down here, as we're looking at just entering a search term or a topic, what you can see is we have a trend line here, so the interest over time, so just looking at seasonality. We come down interest by subregion, and then we're looking at our related topics and related queries, aka related search terms. So you're going to see some rising topics here, and then if we come down, you're also going to see some of the top topics related to whichever topic that we've entered.
Yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward there. Where was I? Go back here. Okay, let's go back here. What about Webflow? Ooh, so the search term. See, it's not giving me a nice graph. Is there something wrong with it? Very popular in Nova Scotia, which is kind of cool, which is where I am. Let's see. I'd love to see what it looks like for the past 5 years. Then you can see some related terms. Figma to Webflow, yeah, that's a big one. Notion, interesting. No code development. It would be really cool. No code design. Well, maybe development would be better, I guess. Okay, cool. Oh, so look at Webflow just kind of going up quite a bit, which is good. I guess that's good for us. I'm curious to know what WordPress is doing. And WordPress is, it's going down. I mean, look, it's still huge compared to this, but look, it's catching up. This to me, like I look at Webflow versus WordPress, there's so much room for Webflow to grow. So much room for it to grow. Okay, let's remove this one. I wonder if anybody searches for this. It's really nice to see. All right, remove this. Remove this. Okay, website. That's a pretty broad search term. I wonder what the difference is between Squarespace and Webflow. What is this line here? Maybe that's just the year. Interesting. I wonder what Squarespace did here in the new year. Then they must have launched something. I wonder. Webflow's on the rise, which is, I kind of like that. Okay. At least in Canada. What about worldwide? Yeah, seem very similar trend. Okay, so how to build a website. I would really like to have a graph. (2004) to present. Interesting. Super big in the early 2000s, but then tapering off. What else would be interesting? Curious about videos. This is like pandemic and then huge drop. Content creation. Let's look at that as a topic. Wow. That is huge. Look at that versus just website. I mean, that feels like website design. Oops. Is that a search term? That's different. What's the difference between this as instead of a topic as a search term? On the rise for content creation, maybe. My website design, just kind of, it's almost like it's just staying put. I wonder if you could say, okay, let's remove this. Say WordPress versus Webflow. Why would that even be a thing back then? Say past 5 years, you should have an upward trend. Slight. Figma to Webflow. It's gone up over time. Yeah, that just keeps going up and up. So content creation, I mean, can we compare this with social media? I guess as a topic. I mean, that's kind of consistent, flat. I mean, going up slightly, I guess. What to do with this information?
So these are essentially other topics that...
Oh, I don't want to play that one. Just play the music. Okay. So I know we can use AI to generate a bunch of topics, but I don't want to do that right now because I want to think. I want to use my brain. I want to think about the things that, you know, are interest to me and that I know that I am good at and that I could create videos on. And then we could maybe move on to using ChatGPT to help fill in some gaps, which will help us work a little bit faster. Okay. Right, we're talking about making lots of content a day, which is very difficult to do. Okay, so let's just put in 100 video ideas for... Can you see that? I can't see what I'm seeing. Yeah, that should be good. Should be good. So we're gonna need a numbered list here. Okay. So we had some ideas here, right? So I think maybe what we can do is we can look at. Oh yes, I didn't want that. We can look at themes. So we can look at Webflow as a theme, Ghost. We can talk about, you know, just design theory. So again, thinking in the veins of a web designer, right? Content management. We can just talk content creation. I mean, there's lots of subcategories with these ones, but these are the large buckets of pieces of content that I think work well. And I don't know if we need to break it down here. All right, so let's start thinking. Okay, let's start with, oh, what the hell? That's weird. Okay. Let's start with Webflow. Quick start guide to Webflow. Maybe let's think slightly of what a title could be. With Webflow in 10 minutes. I mean, it's not, it takes way longer than that. Because it's like total courses that you need. So All kinds of little things. Okay, we're just gonna keep spouting off ideas. Whether they're good, bad, doesn't matter. How to get started with Webflow. Fundamentals. I know I had some issues with tips and learning how to do that. Why I moved from WordPress to Webflow. Limitations I have found working within Webflow and what that means for you. For my something like that. My goodness. How to create your own Webflow components. Something like that. You can't see anything I'm writing. Sorry about that. Let's up this a little bit in size. You know what? Let's full screen this. So then I think we can do it. Can we do it in 2 pages? Is it too small? Oh, there we go. No. Oh, I hope that's not too small. Yeah, that might be too small. That might be too small. This is definitely not too small, right? Right. Answering my own question. Let's see. What else? What did I put in here? Yeah, I had that over the this is from this past one here, talking about FinSuite. Supercharge Webflow using add-ons to help speed up your workflow in Webflow. And things like, you know, JetBoost, etc. And even FinSuite. All these different things. we're still on the Webflow train here. Could be something like this. The good, the bad, and the ugly with Webflow. And maybe something which would be really cool would be creating a theme to sell on Webflow Marketplace. So that would be a cool video of like actually creating something. So that's like more, it could be like a whole string of videos. Maybe if I feel like it would be a lot, maybe I'll put in like something like this where it could be like multiple like parts. What are you saying, like multiple parts, right? Like a little bit of a mini series, right? Like creating a theme, like is it from the design process, like all kinds of different things, right? Could be. We could talk about all kinds of different things. And that's an interesting thing that I think about too, is when I was talking about the difference between transitioning from being a service-based provider to having clients to selling products. I could easily just start making WordPress themes and templates, not themes, I guess, more templates, and even with ghost themes. And then you can start selling those. And then instead of managing clients, well, you're still managing clients, but you're managing people that have purchased your theme. So you still have to have support for that, I guess, especially if you have lots and lots and lots of clients. So that's something to consider as well too. And then instead of having to constantly worry about getting clients, I can constantly worry about creating stuff for clients. I don't know. But I don't know. It's an interesting idea. It's an interesting idea. I know I certainly can do that. Maybe I should keep that in the back of my head. Or in the back of my mind. Because again, my whole thing too is what I'm thinking about is that I have a certain amount of money that I have set aside that I can use to create whatever it is that I want to create. Oh, there's so many things to do. Maybe I should think about, even though, maybe I can think about transitioning from clients to products and what those products would look like, whether they're courses, templates, components. Could be lots of different things. But I gotta be careful too, because I don't want to be like this marketplace of, hey, you want to get templates, oh, you want to get this, you want to get that. It's like there's all kinds of markets, like the creative market or whatever it's called. There's lots of places like that, Envato markets, Envato elements, whatever, where you could get a whole bunch of different things, for like one price. So actually, not just while I'm thinking about this, let's go back to our trends. And I'm curious now. Is this on here? Yeah. Or let's remove this. Let's bring this up a little bit. Let's look at. I'm curious. Okay, they've gone up. Oh, good for them. Go slightly going down a little bit here, but is it creative market? Okay, what's the difference? Envato elements. And what about curious? Ghost theme. I don't know. Or maybe, okay. I know, I'm all over the place. Ghost website. So, not much for that. How about ghost.org? Not much, eh? Interesting. Ghost versus WordPress. Nothing. Webflow theme. Oh, not theme. Template. Okay, well that's going up. That's kind of good to know. That's interesting. So if that's going up, maybe getting into Webflow templates might not be so bad. And let's look at Squarespace templates. Squarespace template. Wow, look at Squarespace going down. Wow. Losing market share. Crazy. Okay. Something to think about. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. Well, I have it right here. Need to get up. Creating a theme to sell on Webflow. What do I have here? This is video content ideas. I'm just gonna go here. This is business pivot from clients to products. Could sell Webflow templates, and I could sell, Webflow slash it's like, say like Webflow course, plus business, right? Like how to use Webflow with your business, which is what I do right now. I could also sell Webflow components. So there's a huge problem that I see with this. If you can spot it, tell me what you think. Or just think about what you think a problem could be with this. This little bit of a business model, I guess you can say. So if Webflow ever goes out of business, then I go out of business because that's all I have. So there's a risk there. Quite a big risk. Keeping all your eggs in one basket. Which is fine. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to just put your 5 years in and then get out and sell the company or something like that? Or get as much money as you can and then, move on to the next thing? I don't know. But I know for me, at some point, there's going to be some type of personal branding. The agency is probably always going to be there as well too. So maybe it's not as risky as it might appear to be, especially if I have other things that are, in my mind. Okay. Creating a theme to sell on Webflow Marketplace. How to create your own Webflow components. With Webflow. Member Stack and Zapier. I think those will probably be the ones. There's this ghost for memberships. Yeah, there's limitations. Like using Webflow, I don't even know how to get it working. Well, I mean, I do, but getting it working with paid memberships is like pulling teeth, because you have to create your memberships as like products, and people have to go and buy them, add to cart, and then like it's very, very, very cumbersome. But I don't know. I don't want to crap all over Webflow. Just thinking about it now and thinking about how things might work in the back end, there's so many different use cases that it's like impossible to cover them all. Super impossible. Which is why something like MemberStack actually exists. And things like FN Suite and whatever to increase the functionality. But then it's weird. It's like, why don't they just put that kind of stuff? Why don't they just build it in? They only have a certain amount of people on a team or whatever. So I imagine it could be very, very difficult. This is something I don't even know if I'd want to discuss, to be honest. I don't want to be positive. Or I don't want to be negative. I want to be positive. Webflow versus Ghost. Right. Let's see if we can get up to 20 for Webflow, and then we can move on to like Ghost, for example. Like what else? Webflow. I got so many things open here. Close that. I can close that. No, I can keep this open. So what can I talk about Webflow? Right. How to organize and charge your clients for Webflow hosting. Optimize and charge your clients for, something like that. So I think you can go. So I want to talk about like fundamentals. Okay, so version control. Because with Webflow, you can't roll back like one individual page. You have to roll back like the whole system, which is really annoying. Really annoying. yeah, whatever, with cool. Da, 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 da. With cool, I guess animations. Okay, you know what I want to do? I want to go now, and let's see what we can do with chat. Okay, so hi. I'm looking to come up with great YouTube video ideas that will help people learn how to build websites using Webflow. Right. While it's writing that, let's go back here. So I mean, I have some how to get started with Webflow in 10 minutes. We have this how to build a membership website and start to finish, creating a theme to sell, start to finish. You know, it could be, let's build a complete blog style website in Webflow, and we could do this again. Let's build a complete not blog, but say like a portfolio, say photography portfolio website. This is where it'd be really cool. I love this picture. I bought this today. Just using it on a thank you page. Anyways, is this thing still chatting away here? That's a good idea about the e-commerce part of it. A fully operational e-commerce Webflow site to sell digital products. That'll be cool. That's actually would be really, really cool. All right, we're at 24 ideas. Okay, let's get 2 more so we get to 25, all on Webflow. In Webflow. And how it was done. When organizing CSS files. Um, right. Why move tips on animating elements? Yeah. So I have a thing like, eight easy integrations. Okay. 8 easy integrations you can set up with Zapier to add I don't need to come up with the right titles here. To add awesome user experiences to your Webflow website. Something like that. Okay. So Ghost, I'm not sure I'm going to have too much about this. So this is a big one. How to build a membership website in Ghost for video podcast content. And what I can do with that, I could double that as creating, I guess, I could use that to create like my own, I guess. And it could be a theme as well. So it could be, so you could say like how to build a custom Ghost theme. I don't know if I want to get into that in the space of Ghost though. Maybe not. If I do, then at least it'll be there. Yeah. And then how to set up and host your own Ghost website and use Git to auto update your website. That would also be good. Other platforms. Something like that. Jeez, I don't know what else I can think of about Ghost. What else do we got? Total design theory, right? In your like arsenal, is that how you spell it? I think so. Right. What else can we come up with? Examples of website, effective typography. Oh. You could be like, great type pairings you can find on Google Fonts. So this could be something like, if you could only buy these, 3 to 5 fonts, buy these ones. I just thought of something that I want to put down. Figma for you old schoolers who started with Photoshop. Like me. Very tight pairings you can find on Google Fonts. Okay. I don't know if I hope we're going to get to 100 today. I have, it's 1:23. I have a hard stop at 2 o'clock today. So hopefully we get to 100, but I'm not sure. Okay. So we're talking about just basic design theory here. Basics of color. What other theory? I mean, there's so much. There's so much. You can almost say something like that. Throwing things down. Basics of color theory. We're talking about design principles, right? This is a little ambiguous. How to make your design stand out from the crowd? Yeah. You could say something like, there are no rules in design. Or something like, design rules are made to be broken. You learn when to break them. But, you know, great guidelines. So you could have something, you know, like 5 design rules that you'll break as you improve your design skills. So it could be that something like how to transition from Photoshop to Figma. Okay. Let's go to chat again. Can you give me a list of 20 potential video titles that can you give me a list of 20 potential video titles that would be 20 potential video titles for videos that teach people about website design principles. Important white space. Hey, ooh, contrast is kind of cool. Oh, there's some good ones. What makes for good user experiences? What other ideas? Color theory, typography. Of excellent contrast. Contrast used in a website. In or on a website? I guess on is kind of good. This might be an actual 5 something for Webflow. 5 things you can do to make sure your Webflow website is accessible. And I also want to do website is as fast as possible. I like that idea. Talking about how to approach a redesign or even like a large project. A lot of people, they'll work with 1 or 2 or 5 pages or what have you, and those are good. What about websites that have hundreds of pages that are more dynamic as well too? You have to think about that as well. I'm trying to think of like color theory. You could talk about, what kind of emotions different colors evoke. Give examples of websites that use that type of color. I wonder, is that 1 video, 2 videos? Yeah, if you do example, there's lots you can say about color, but I'm definitely not a super versed color theorist. I don't know, it's tough to say. But I use color all the time when I'm color grading videos or whatever, designing things. So color is always important in my mind. Examples of really great color combinations and how they match to a specific, maybe tone. Tone or emotion. Okay. Man, if I was doing like 1 video a week, this is almost like a whole year's worth of possible or potential ideas. Well, some of these will be a whole lot more than. Oh, excuse me. This would be a whole lot more than like 1 video right here. Okay, let's take a look about, content management. Some of these might be a little bit more theoretical. how to always stay on top of the content creation game. So, you know, how I mean, this is kind of what I'm doing right now. How I organize and automate my content creation. To your content. Yeah, so I don't want to get into the space of like how to come up with ideas or anything like that, because that's not my cup of tea. But I want to give people that are wanting a website and need a website, or starting a business, how to kind of create systems or processes so that it will help them continuously be able to create content to keep their website fresh and up to date, right? So like you can talk about the importance of creating consistent content for your website. We could talk about SEO, social media. To help you manage your content creation. Yeah, that's similar to number 52 about like using Asana, but it could be a little bit more broad than just using Asana. There's other tools as well too. Maybe using Notion. Evernote, something to capture things that you might see online. Okay, content creation. And we could start, Gavin was mentioning this. Gavin, I know you mentioned this a couple days ago about content, or about video. So we could do a few things. Getting started with video. Yeah, I mean, this could be a longer. You could have one really long, like full thought out video of like lighting, cameras, talking about all the different gear. Yeah, it could be getting started with a podcast. Podcast from idea to launch. In terms of the tech, in terms of the technology, how to, not how do I get guests, how to do all that kind of stuff. No. Yeah, getting started with a podcast from idea to launch. And then you can combine them as well. Creating a video podcast. basically combining, yeah, combining video with podcast to get best of both worlds. Okay. Content creation. To help you craft content. I mean, I could do with video. Video. Images, but I haven't used it yet. So I can't really help there. At least not right now. Let's go back to content management, content creation. That's kind of all we have right now, eh? Okay, so using AI tools to help craft written content. Okay. Basic storytelling concepts for new YouTubers. Okay. All right. Basic storytelling concepts for YouTubers. Basic storytelling concepts. Yeah. We have like a suite of free creative and products and resources to cover everything from websites to social media to video, creation, whatever. Basically all the free tools that you use, like Unsplash or Canva, editing videos. Like there's lots of different things. There's so many different things out there that you can get things for free. It's quite amazing. So how to repurpose content. How to repurpose content. Repurpose content and distribute it to all right. Basically making like one piece of content, go a long way, right? Okay. Let's see. 63. We need to get more. Okay. We could always other ones. Everyday tools I use to create video content. And then everyday tools I use to create websites. Again, thinking of the client here, or the target market, someone who doesn't know how to make a website and build a website, or to manage content, right? So how do they continue making content? So we talk about how to tell stories, how to edit videos, how to craft your content, how to manage all that stuff. I wonder. Everyday tools used to create, yeah. To get best of both worlds, blah blah blah. I am running out of ideas. Thanks. Can I get another list of 20 video ideas that would entice that's the right word, that would entice people to watch video title ideas, entice people to watch a video that would teach them how to create and or manage content for their website and business. Ooh, that's a good one. Landing pages. Which we talked about a little bit before. How to design effective landing or marketing pages in Webflow. Content calendar, yeah. User generated content. Interesting. Don't know anything about that. Oh, that's coming. That's coming. That's actually really huge, I think, because gone are going to be the days where people are going to be typing in things. They're going to be actually like just saying, "Hey Alexa, tell me this," or "Hey Google," whatever, right? Interesting. That's a good one. Analytics too. To help make, I'm not sure exactly, website decisions. It depends on a lot of things. So I don't even know what that would entail. Those are your website / marketing. The answer is yes. Of course, you should still be building an email list. So how to continually improve SEO on your Webflow website. A new list of 20 titles with the previous previous parameters, but include Webflow as the website tool of the user interested in watching the video. Oop, I spelled that one right. Man, this is pretty crazy though. Like, to just think you could just type in something like this and it could come up with a bunch of things. Whether they're good or not, it's, up to you, right? But yeah, kind of have that. Yeah, have that. You don't create video. I'm not sure what that means. How about compelling social media content and Webflow? With the SEO stuff, where do I have SEO? How to continually improve SEO? Yeah, that's using all the meta tags and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, can we come up with 6 more so we can get to 75 so we can be close? So we can get real close to our 100. Didn't quite make it. I'm not just gonna cut and paste the stuff from ChatGPT either. Video editing tools for the total beginner, basic storytelling. Yeah, blah blah. I don't know if I can. Oh my goodness, already 2 o'clock. Maybe just one. Just come with one more, and then we'll try on the weekend to get 30 more. I talked about components. I talked about. So again, how to write compelling articles that target your audience, or your potential customers. And like, these titles are brutal because the title could almost be like how to write content that is going to make your customers go crazy. I don't know. So something like that. Okay. So we got 70 ideas here, which I think is pretty damn good. For videos, how many of them are like rock solid? I think I don't know. A lot of them are pretty good. There are a lot of things that I know that I have watched before and that I would watch. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a good starting point. It's a great starting point. And if what we can do in the next, so here's interesting. So we're going to be traveling over the next 2 weeks. So we're not even going to be home. So I'm not sure how we're going to get on with this live stream and how that's going to go and how much time I'm going to go spend on building these things. But I think what we're going to try to do is, as we're out, I'm going to try and figure out how I can start creating this content. I think that's the way to go. In fact, I don't know how this is going to go. With all the traveling that we're going to be doing, not being home and not having my setup or anything like that. That's going to be tough. So I'm going to have to figure that out. So I can't say for sure what the next couple weeks are going to look like. Obviously, we're still going to do as much work as we can because work never stops, or the hunt for $1 million never stops. But how it's going to look like, I'm not too sure. But anyways, tune in. So next week, when I do a live stream, I don't know, they likely won't be as long, and they likely will be usually I try to schedule them in the morning if I'm going sometime in the afternoon, but they might end up coming in a lot later, especially if I'm on the road just driving all day or what have you, so I won't be around to know exactly when I'm going to get into wherever I'm going to get to, set up all that kind of stuff. So just be on the lookout. I guess if you're subscribed and you get your notifications, I think you'll get notified as soon as I go live. But in any event, we'll see what we can do. Should be exciting. Looking forward to it. All right. So we got a list of ideas and we're going to start making videos. And that's going to start, I think, of course, when I get back, which will be in May. So, but anyways, until then, we're still going to keep plugging away and getting ready to make those videos so that when we get back, that we're going to have a bunch of like scripts or whatever written, and then we're just going to be ready to start filming, which will be pretty cool, pretty awesome, I think. Right. That's it. That's all. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Hope you have, I don't know. I just hope you have a good one. Enjoy, and we'll see you on Monday.